The mirror vibrated in my hands. That's when I saw it, that white smoke, that movement behind my blurry reflection. I was alone in the bathroom, but I knew I wasn't. And then the glass shook so hard it slipped from my fingers and exploded on the floor into 1,000 pieces. Welcome to Sloom Room. I found this story in the Castle of Spirits archives, told by Steiny Duong from South Carolina, published in October 2007. It's one of those accounts that makes you question what really exists on the other side. Stay until the end, because this story is going to show you why some objects simply should not be in your house. And if you believe in spirits, hit that like button to support the channel. When I moved into that 2-story house in Ohio, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. The neighbors were complicated. The backyard was a mess. The structure needed renovation. But the worst thing, the thing that turned my life into a silent hell, was the haunting. I don't use that word lightly. Some people talk about a haunted house like they're talking about a leaky roof or a stuck window. With me, it was different. I know, that there was more than one confused and irritated spirit wandering through those rooms. It was in December, around noon, when I started to notice that something was wrong. I was going upstairs with a basket of dirty laundry when I stopped in the hallway. The first-floor bathroom mirror was shaking. It wasn't a subtle sway. It was like someone had just hung it on the wall, and it was still settling. Only there was no open window. There was no draft. And I wasn't anywhere near the wall or the mirror. I stared straight at that object and felt a chill climb up my spine. Something wasn't right. It happened 4 more times that week. Always at the same time. Always the same unexplainable movement. And every time I walked past that bathroom and looked in the mirror, I had a strange feeling, like the surface was fogged up, stained. My reflection looked smudged, distorted. I decided I was going to avoid that mirror. Simple as that. I didn't need to use that bathroom specifically, right? But the spirit, or whatever it was, had other plans. I invited some friends over to celebrate an early Christmas. We talked, laughed, ate. It was a good night. When it started getting dark, everyone left. The last one to leave was my closest friend. He asked to use the bathroom before he went. The downstairs bathroom. That one. When he came out, he shut the door in a rush and walked quickly toward the front door. The expression on his face said it all. I knew he'd seen something. What happened? I asked, trying to stay calm. He stopped, looked at me, and answered with his voice a little shaky. That mirror is weird, man. It was shaking. And when I tried to really look at myself, I saw something moving behind my face. Like a shadow. I turned around, and there was nothing there. I didn't know what to say. He left, and I stayed there, standing in the hallway, staring at the closed bathroom door. I thought about ripping the mirror off the wall that very night, but I didn't. Why not? Maybe fear, maybe denial, maybe both. 2 months went by. I avoided that bathroom like it was a quarantine zone. Until one afternoon, while I was cleaning the house, I heard a sound coming from there. A scratching, like someone dragging their fingernails across the wall. The sound was unmistakable. It was coming from the mirror. The door was closed, but I could feel where the noise was coming from. I opened it slowly. The mirror was shaking again, and this time, for the first time I actually stopped to look at it. More than 10 seconds. I wanted to understand. I wanted to find a rational explanation. I got closer. My reflection was still blurry, like always. But then I noticed it. Behind my foggy image, something started to move. It was like smoke, but it wasn't gray. It was white, floating, rising, alive. Panic hit me like a punch. I grabbed the mirror to pull it off the wall, but it started to vibrate in my hands. It wasn't a light tremor. It was violent, like something was trying to come out of there. I let go. The glass shattered on the bathroom floor with a sharp, terrifying sound. I stood there, frozen, breathing fast, staring at the pieces scattered across the tiles. I cleaned everything up in a hurry, dumped it all in the neighborhood's landfill, and bought a new one the next day. But even now, when I look at the new mirror, I get chills. I can't forget that white smoke, that movement. I can't stop asking myself, what was that? Why did it manifest in the mirror? And the question that haunts me the most, did I release something into the world when I broke that glass? The mirror came with the house. The house was old. Maybe it had witnessed things I would never know about. Maybe it had absorbed presences from the people who lived there before. Or maybe, and this is what scares me the most, it was a passage, a portal. And I closed it in the worst possible way. To this day, when I walk past that bathroom, I feel like I'm being watched, not by the new mirror, but by something that stayed, something that refuses to leave, because now it doesn't need the glass anymore. Now it's free. If you like this story, subscribe to the channel and share it with that friend who doesn't believe in anything. Who knows, maybe this story will change their mind.